Chris Walter, who was well known as the hockey mascot Buddy the Puffin for decades, passed on recently. He was just 51 when he passed away on Monday, January 31st. He was such a good man, a real family man, a good husband, and a good father, said his mother, Joan Abbott. Abbott, who was known as Abbo, was working at the old Memorial Stadium in 1992 when he tried out for the job of the mascot for the St. John's Maple Leafs. He got into it and he has been with them ever since, his mother said, referring to his work with the hockey teams at the Mile 1 and Mary Brown Center. He also worked in maintenance at the stadiums. He took immense pride in the Buddy role. I think it was because of the children, Joan said, explaining Abbott had a heart surgery when he was 5 years old and spent months at the Janeway Hospital at different times. Abbott was dedicated to making visits to the Janeway several times a year as Buddy. But it wasn't just the mascot role that he was dedicated to. He just took pride in whatever he did, said Joan. She said her husband, Walter, was the same way. Chris and his father got along really, really well, Joan said, reflecting on the close-knit family. Also a long-time employee of Memorial Stadium in Mile 1, Walter died of in 2010. She said she spoke with her grandson, Nicholas Abbott, who lives in Arizona, Monday night. He said to me, after he got over the initial shock, well, now, I guess him and Pop are up there having a grand laugh tonight, Joan said. They would laugh as if they were on fire when father and son were together. God forgive me for saying such a thing, but that's just the way it was. Among Abbott's survivors are his wife, Nikki Ryan Abbott, and sister Sherilyn McGrath. Retired Telegram sports reporter Brennan McCarthy said Abbott had an outgoing personality in person. He would tell you that being Buddy allowed him to expand on that. He was a good talker, but being Buddy, he had to express himself without talking. He had to share joy and mirth without speaking, and not everyone can do that, McCarthy said. He brought a personality to it, but he was very athletic, and that's not an easy thing to do inside that costume. He had to share joy and mirth without speaking, and not everyone can do that. Brennan McCarthy, Growlers communications manager Kane Olleray, used to don the Buddy costume for some community events, including birthdays. The first time I had to do it, Abbo was really protective over Buddy the Puffin because he is Buddy the Puffin. Olleray said Abbott's desire to make sure Olleray had all the body language down so the character was consistent no matter who put on the costume. I sat on his couch in his house for an hour and a half just watching him move before he would let me take the bag that he had the suit in. Newfoundland Growlers president Glenn Stanford said Abbott was passionate about the role he played in the organization. He was a very valuable member of every pro hockey team from the very beginning with us, Stanford said, adding that Abbott could arguably be described as the most valuable. He had the incredible ability to connect with kids while making adults feel kids again. Stanford said, Abbott never turned down a community request and gave his time to many charity organizations. He spent countless hours in the community fulfilling dreams for many charities. He was very good at what he did for sure, Stanford said. He also meant a great deal to generations of families. Stanford recalled Buddy appearing at his daughter's birthday party in the 1990s. The family recently took Stanford's nearly 3-year-old granddaughter to her first game, and they took photos and chatted about how special Buddy was. Rest in power, King.